Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today I am building my base game mansion, and I'm building this in Willow Creek on the 50 by 50 size lot. So I'm going for a modern mansion because that is what you guys requested, and that is what I'm giving you today. So it's kind of a mix between modern and contemporary, and I think it looks really nice. So what I did do is I took the color scheme of my tiny llama and integrated it here in the exterior. So if you haven't seen my tiny llama build, I will link that here in the screen. It's a gorgeous tiny home. I absolutely loved that color scheme. I said it in the video as well, and I'm planning to do a larger version of the tiny llama in a mansion form, and I'm using the same color schemes in the interior and the exterior. So I'm actually kinda curious in how this is gonna look with only base game items. I think it's gonna be very hard. I mean, furnishing a normal suburban home with base game is not that, it's hard, but not that hard. But a full-on mansion furnishing that with only base game is gonna be very interesting, because you have like maybe 6 bedrooms. I mean, I'm gonna try to fit in 6 bedrooms, but anyways, you need to furnish 5 or 6 bedrooms, a kitchen, a living, maybe a second living room, and yeah, you're gonna run out of options. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how I can make this house look nice on the inside. I mean, for the exterior, I think I managed quite well with only base game. The only thing that really got me frustrated with the build is that I couldn't furnish the garden like I wanted to. I made a little gazebo. Like you guys know, I love building gazebos, and usually I add in a hot tub and lots of loungy chairs, you know what I mean? And this time, of course, I couldn't use the hot tub because the hot tub is from Perfect Patio, and I didn't have any lounge chairs because that is from Perfect Patio as well. So I'm using couches outside. I know it felt so weird using a couch, but yeah, I don't know, the garden, the outdoor furnishing for the base game really didn't fit in with what I was doing here. Those were way too traditional looking, or something that you would see in like a family home or a suburban home, not in a modern mansion. So yeah, the furnishing for the garden was kind of hard, and it's looking a little bit empty at this point. So that is definitely something that I'm gonna look to later on in the series, because this is gonna be like 2 or 3 parts, you guys. I am gonna try 2 parts. But to be fair, you guys know me, I'm so slow, especially in furnishing. So this is probably gonna be a 3-part series again, because yeah, I cannot do it any faster. So, but definitely gonna look at the backyard in the next part, and then start furnishing the entire first floor, and hopefully the second floor as well. What I am really just thinking about is, I don't know if I should add in a basement or not. Usually in a mansion I add a basement, and then I add in like a spa or something elaborate and fun, and definitely something that you would see in such a large mansion. Usually a mansion like this has a little perk somewhere hidden in the home. But yeah, I cannot build a spa because you need spa day for that. And I cannot build a bowling alley because then you need the bowling stuff pack. I could maybe do a cinema in the basement, and maybe a wine cellar, or I don't know, maybe a library or something like that. Let me know in the comment section below the video if you guys want me to add in a basement. If enough people want it, then I will add it in. If not, I'm gonna leave it as a 3-story home. So here, playing around with that side there, it didn't look cohesive enough, and I was really thinking of the roof, because I wanted a roof here on the side, and I needed both sides to be like equally long to make the roof look nice. So yeah, I was playing around there. So here, adding in the roof, and yes, I'm using my signature roof with the 2 roofs or sometimes even 3 roofs stacked on top of each other. I did try 3 roofs like you see now, but it looked kind of weird, so I'm going for 2 roofs. It sounds so weird when I say roofs. Anyways, I'm going with 2 roofs right now, and I think it looks nice. It gives a little bit more dimension to the build, and not everything looks very flat. So I definitely like the little roof that I added in. So here, making everything white. I think in the end or halfway through, I do change the white to a more of a, it's like a white kind of off-white brick kind of wallpaper. I'm not sure how to call it. It looks like plaster, and I think that looks way better than the white wallpaper that I was using. The white was way too white for this build, so yeah. I'm definitely changing that, and here changing all the windows to blue because I had that in the tiny llama build as well, and I loved that. So here adding in all the blue windows, and this is my first mansion with blue windows, so that was like really fun to do as well. It was something different because this is my 4th mansion in The Sims 4. I mean the 4th modern mansion, not my 4th mansion, because I did like do some traditional mansions as well, but this is my 4th modern mansion, and I didn't want this one to look too similar as the other ones. Of course it will look kind of similar. I mean, this is my building style, this is how I build, so you will see similar elements, but I did try to mix it up a little bit here and there. So yeah, that is basically it. What am I doing here? I'm not sure. Oh, adding in windows, of course, very important. And yeah, moving everything forward because I wanted a very large backyard for the swimming pool and stuff like that. I actually was thinking of adding in the slip and slide, you know, with the shark, but of course that is from Backyard Stuff Pack. No, yeah, Backyard Stuff Pack, so I couldn't add that in, but I was thinking about that when I was planning my garden, and yeah, I couldn't add it in. But if you have that pack and you download this home, it would fit perfectly right next to the swimming pool. There is like a perfect spot there, and you will see that a little bit later because I had that in my original design, and yeah, I needed to scrap that, but that's okay. I think it looked really nice for a base game mansion. I think the mansion looks nice. The backyard is kind of empty, but I'm definitely happy with the front because I wanted the front to be very neutral looking. Again, I don't like a overcrowded front yard for my mansions. I mean, there's so much going on already with a mansion. I like to keep the landscaping very neat and clean at the front, but still very nice looking. So I do add in like a fountain and stuff like that. It looks really nice. And of course I needed to use that pink tree. I also wanted to use that one, but the light pink one was a little bit too large, so I'm only going with 2 smaller pink trees, and I love that tree. I just love it. That tree looks so nice. I have said it in a previous video. I'm obsessed with that tree, and if I can use it, I will use it, you guys. I'm just gonna place it in every build that I have space until I'm sick and tired of that tree, and then I will find another tree to obsess about. And I'm so happy that that tree is base game because then if that was like in a pack, I wouldn't know what I could do for color. But now I have a little pop of pink, so this build doesn't look that, I don't know, how do you say that? That bland. So here adding in the fountain, trying to make it look nice. Added in some lily pads. I think those are lily pads, right? Just to make it look a bit interesting. And here changing up the front because it looked way too similar to my other base game. So I thought, let's add in some balconies and, I don't know, recolor it and make it look a bit different than my usual builds. And I think it looks nice. I'm definitely happy with the color combination, you guys. It's definitely something that I'm happy with. So yeah, here adding in, what's that? Some half walls. I don't like the glass railing from base game. I hate it that there are like poles in the middle of those railings. I know I have to use them inside, but I actually don't like them. If I can use a half wall, I would rather use a half wall than those glass railings or fences. Glass fences, that's what I wanted to say. So here added in a wall that is like a privacy wall. I didn't want everyone that walks by to look in the garden, so I was like, let's add in a privacy wall there. And here painting everything in that kind of plastery white wallpaper, and I think it looks better. It gives a little bit of texture to the build, and it's not that overly blinding white anymore. And here just adding the gray back because I deleted all that. So yeah, that is what I'm doing right here. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of space in the backyard. There's definitely room for a large swimming pool, of course, like I am kind of thinking that I made the house maybe too small for a mansion. I'm not sure. Now that I look at the mansion, I think I made it a little bit too small. Probably need to extend it a bit. I'm not sure. I'm gonna work on the floor plan this week, and if I can fit in 6 bedrooms, then I won't change the home. But if I don't have enough space, I'm probably gonna expand a little bit more to the back. It all depends, because to be honest, I haven't really thought about the floor plan, only about the exterior and how I wanted it to look and about the landscaping. I don't really plan floor plans ahead. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I plan a floor plan and then I build the exterior, but usually I do exterior first, landscaping after, and then interior with floor plan. And sometimes, yes, my floor plans don't really work. I have awkward spaces, but that's just the fun thing about building. I love making it like a little puzzle, you know, that you need to just find the right kind of shapes and stuff like that. I think that is really fun. So here adding in the gazebo because I needed one. I love gazebos. I wished I could use the hot tub. And here I'm playing around with the roof. So I actually didn't want to use the, how do you say that, like the it's like this roof here. I didn't want to use that roof because I've used that roof before in my contemporary mansion in the gazebo. And I didn't want this little gazebo to look similar, but all the other roofings that I'm playing around with here just didn't fit in with what I was going for. And if I was using like game packs and stuff packs, stuff packs, I would have probably gone with the dance floors from Get Together. I mean, I would probably add in dance floors and then half walls and make it look different like that. But of course, this is a base game build, so I couldn't do that. So I went with these roofings like the other build. So yeah, that is kind of similar, so sorry, but it looked really nice, and that's the whole point of the build. It needed to look nice, and I wanted you to look at the mansion, not mansion, I wanted you to look at the mansion and be like, oh my gosh, is that base game? You know what I mean? So that is what I was going for. I don't know if I succeeded in that, but that was the whole quest in making this look not base game, but it's still base game. So here adding in a walkway, and I went with a dark floorboard at the back. I don't know why I did that, but it looked nice. It's just something different. Usually I do bricks in the garden and floorboards maybe in a sen. Oops, that's my phone. I forgot to turn that off, but that's fine. Anyways, maybe in a sen home I would go for dark floorboards, but yeah, I don't think I've done it in a modern mansion yet. So I thought, let's add in some dark wooden floorboards and make it look a bit interesting. So here making the sandbox. You guys know I love sandboxes. Oh my gosh, sandbox. No, it's a sandbox. I said it right. Anyways, you guys know I love a sandbox in a home. I make this in my suburban homes. I make this in my mansions, as you guys can see. I just really like to give my children a dedicated area to play. So that little bush there, is going to disappear. As you guys can see, that was from Get Together. I totally forgot that that was not base game, but I did find out in time and I deleted it. And of course, before uploading this mention, I will definitely check if it's not containing any packs, because it can happen, you guys. Sometimes I just forget to check the base game checker, that it only shows base game items, and then I'm probably gonna grab something of my normal packs. But if that happens, I'm definitely gonna delete that item and replace it with something else base game. And of course, if you guys notice me using something that is not base game, let me know in the comment section below the video, because then I can change it. And again, these plants, those topiaries, were also Get Together, so I deleted them again. So here, adding in some terrain paint, very important to make the garden look a little bit more lively and realistic. And then yeah, just playing around with fencing, really trying to see what looks nice and what fits in. And I don't think I went with a fence, or did I? Did I go with a fence? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Probably. Yeah, so the fence is gonna stay. So it's a little tiny fence there on the side of the walkway, adding in some flowers. I went with pinks and with yellows at this side, just to make it look a bit interesting, and that's basically it. And of course, adding in the tree. So yes, I am counting the tiles. I wanted them to be evenly spaced, because I'm neurotic like that. When it comes to little things like that, everything needs to be even, and just, yeah, I always count my tiles. I can't help it. So here, adding in another pink tree at the back, because that looks just looks really nice. And then starting again with the landscaping. So I do spend a lot of time on landscaping, as you guys can see. I think the half of the video is just landscaping. It's, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do know why. I do take why the video is like only landscaping, or at least half of the video, and that is because I really struggle sometimes with my landscaping, as you guys can see. Then I actually, like I do now, I change the color again because I'm not happy with it. And yeah, landscaping really takes up a lot of time for me, because I tend to not be that happy with landscaping. So here, I needed something there, and what I was doing just didn't make sense, so I deleted again. I do go back to that little section, and I add in a fountain, which looks really nice. So yeah, what am I doing here? Oh, adding in a bar. So of course I envisioned the perfect patio bar, which of course I couldn't use. So I went with the base game one, and I do have to say, this looks really empty. I only have a barbecue and a bar, and that's it. Usually I add in some lights, you know, from City Living, and I didn't have anything similar to that, so I just decided to not place anything. But let me know in the comment section if you know what I can use for a outdoor light, but not the ground lights, because I am gonna use those. But yeah, just a outdoor decorative light. I only could use, like, I mean, I could only find normal indoor lights, which were kind of boring. So yeah. Anyways, here adding in my walkway lights. I love that. I think using these lights in your flooring, it really makes your flooring just come to life. So I love doing that. I always add those in every build, traditional, modern. I always use the floor lights because those are gorgeous. So here adding in the fountain, like I said, it looks so much better. In the very end of the video, I do add in a little bit more plants, because I was going and making screenshots and stuff like that. And when I was screenshotting the garden, I was like, it looks so empty. So I do add in some more flowers. And that section where I'm gonna add in the flowers is where I originally had the slip and slide, the water slide, which of course I couldn't use. So yeah. So yeah, here my little seating area with a television, because why not? We don't have a hot tub. We don't have anything extra, so I needed a television there just to make it look a bit better. So here doing all the lighting, illuminating the entire mansion, and I think we're like almost finished. Just some terrain painting. I still need to do like some lighting at the exterior. So yeah, like here, just illuminating the walls. I love to make everything glow a little in the dark. I think that's very nice, and it makes it look so luxurious. So yeah, that is basically it for the video. We're almost finished here. Oh, of course, adding in some lily pads here in the swimming pool as well. It was just looking so empty. Usually I make the swimming pool look very blue, you know, the blue color that you get with Get Together. So now it looked so empty with the normal color, so I thought let's add in some lily pads just to make it look interesting. Of course, a mailbox, and here just correcting some things, and yeah, that's basically it. So here I wanted to add in like a very long dinner table or outdoor table. Couldn't find it, and I decided to do nothing because I couldn't find anything. So yeah, that is basically it for this video. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this base game mansion part 1. Let me know in the comment section below the video what you guys think of the build, and of course leave your likes if you liked it. Very important for the channel if you do, and if this is the first video that you are seeing from me, don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss a video of mine. So I hope that you guys have a great day wherever you are, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.